I'm making the prime rib tomorrow, so I'm gonna show you how I prep it. I like to buy mine bone in. I think it has better flavor and it acts as like a standing rack. I'll usually have the butcher cut the bones off and then tie it back with twine. I was being a little impatient, so I'm just gonna do it myself. You see the bone. Angling my knife towards the bones ever so slightly and just guiding it right down. Making nice little slits. You could cut this all the way off. I kind of like it still attached. Then once it's cooked, I'll just cut it off. I'm gonna move this in here so I don't make a mess. I already patted this all the way dry with paper towels. We're gonna do a nice salt brine. And I mean very, very heavily with salt. Ooh, still made a mess. Get it in every crevice. This is gonna really like penetrate the meat. We're gonna refrigerate it uncovered overnight, so when it roasts, it's gonna have a really, really nice crust. We're gonna tie the bones back with some kitchen twine. It's gonna help the meat cook more evenly. Just keeps everything nice and tight, you know? Now she goes into the fridge, uncovered overnight. It's now morning. I'm gonna get the horseradish sauce out of the way, so I'm gonna chop up a bunch of chives. A cup of sour cream. This is creamy horseradish sauce. I like it a little spicy, so like 2 tablespoons. And just a little salt and pepper, and that's literally it. For the bottom of the rib roast, I'm gonna chop up a bunch of veggies. Not peeling these or anything. These are just gonna be the base of our au jus. A little olive oil, salt, and pepper. Now we make a compound butter, so a bunch of rosemary and thyme. Throw that in with some softened butter. Add in your favorite seasoning. Grate in some garlic. Then we're also going to thinly slice some garlic. Take these tiny little slivers, shove them into the prime rib. This is looking perfect. Salt penetrated the meat, which is gonna make it tender and flavorful, but also give it a really nice crust. You could tell the outside is like dried out. Take a paring knife. We're gonna stab the top, just like everywhere. Take a little piece of garlic, dip it in your compound butter, sandwich with a little rosemary, and shove it into one of those slits. This not only helps penetrate the meat with, I need to learn a different word for penetrate, adds flavor to the meat, but it looks super festive when it's covered in rosemary. Now that she's looking so fun and festive, we get to rub her down with the butter. Love your meat, and it'll love you back. I'm actually baking this at my sister's house, so I'm gonna cover her up and then show you what it's like when it's done. I baked this at 500 degrees for 15 minutes, then reduced the heat to 325 and baked this 13 minutes per pound. And I pulled it at 120 degrees Fahrenheit. Cut off the twine and the bones. I always get so nervous for the big reveal, but wait for it. Perfectly medium rare. I was so happy with it. I used 2 tablespoons of the drippings with 1 tablespoon of flour. Whisk that over medium heat until there's no raw flour. Then stir in 1 cup of red wine, 2 cups of beef broth until it's slightly thickened. Drizzle that au jus all over the center, and this is just, it was so good. I meant to record more, but I was enjoying my time.